In Zimbabwe, many children need money for school. Between 1990 and 2003, the poverty rate went from 25% to 63%, and it's not getting much better from there. There is lots of gold smuggling as well, which is leaving families and children in poverty. Corruption and poor leadership in Zimbabwe have led to smuggling, innocent people being put in prison, poverty, and jobless citizens. Hello, my name is Jaya. I am 13 years old and I live in Kwekwe, Zimbabwe, which is in the center of the country. Zimbabwe has about 14 million people in total. I live with my mother, father, brother, and grandmother. My brother's name is Akashinga. We live in a small house on the outskirts of the city. My father and brother go out every day to work for money and food, which is growing slightly scarcer in my household. I really need money for education so I can learn to read and write. Fortunately, the literacy rate in Zimbabwe is 90.7%. Reading has been a big part of my childhood, but there are also many places in Zimbabwe that have been a big part of my life. One of my favorite places to visit is Victoria Falls, which is on the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia, to the northwest. Whenever I went there as a little kid, my brother and I would want to go underneath the waterfalls and just stare up at them, but we couldn't because it's not allowed and we would also get washed away. Victoria Falls is 354 feet tall and 5,604 feet wide. In Zimbabwe, there is also a lot of farmland. Zimbabwe relies on agriculture and it is also the largest contributor to our GDP. Zimbabwe is a very lush and green place. It is within the tropics and there's lots of wildlife too. We get lots of rainfall, which unfortunately causes some agricultural erosion. As I learned in school, the earliest known settlement in Zimbabwe was 100,000 years ago. Coming more to the present, Zimbabwe was named Rhodesia in the 1890s after Cecil Rhodes, who was a British politician here in Africa. Eventually, our country became independent in 1980 and became Zimbabwe. Robert Mugabe also came into power in 1980. He was in office for 37 years, but only because he rigged elections. Mugabe was also a big part of government corruption. In 2017, he fired the vice president so his wife could have power instead. He was also very anti-LGBTQ+, and threatened to decapitate any homosexual he saw. Mugabe's henchmen attacked white farmers and burned down their houses, which killed many, causing Zimbabwe's economy to decline greatly, leaving many people in poverty and near starvation. This is one of the biggest causes of Zimbabwe's poverty. Although there are many people in poverty, such as myself and my family, the GDP in Zimbabwe was at $21.44 billion in 2019. Its value represents only 0.02% of the world's economy. Although the gross domestic product is high, the amount of money Zimbabwe has is low. Food shortages are becoming more frequent, causing more children to work. My brother, Akashinga, is going out to work every day so he can bring home small amounts of food and money to us. This lack of food and money is partially because of what Mugabe's henchmen did, and now the unemployment and underemployment rate is around 95%. There are so many jobless people and so many uneducated children in Zimbabwe right now. Many Zimbabweans are suffering without jobs or money because of the government corruption and poor leadership within the past couple of years. We need to get the agriculture industry back on track since Mugabe. My family and I are working hard with many of our friends to restore Zimbabwe. Agriculture is the main reason there are so many people without jobs or food or money. And if some sort of change isn't sparked now, then Zimbabwe will continue to crumble and the citizens will continue to suffer just as they are now.